Welcome everyone to Totally Online Gaming Group's D&D 5th Edition campaign, The Blackest Heart. We're glad you guys could join us tonight.
Yeah,
we've got a couple quick announcements to cover. Of course, as always, we need to give a shout out to our sponsor, Critical Hit Gaming Supplies. And unfortunately, if you'll notice, Jacob is actually in two cameras right now because Jacob is actually at Diana's house. So he's traveled a long way, so he's a little bit run down, a little jet lagged, so I'm going to handle the Critical Hit Gaming Supplies announcement. If you guys haven't checked out Critical Hit Gaming Supplies, give them a look. You can find their information here. Let's see, what did I put the command under? There we go. You can follow that link and go to their website. They've got dice bags, miniatures, dice. They're printing dice towers now, dice trays, all sorts of stuff. And that's actually where we are getting our wonderful dice that we're doing our giveaway tonight. So that's the next thing. The giveaways. We've got a giveaway tonight, and next week we have two giveaways. So the giveaway tonight, we are going to be giving away one of these official, sorry about the chroma keying, kind of blurs it out, but this is the official TOGG dice bag, as well as a set of silver, metal, purple, sparkly dice, Dungeons & Dragons style dice, so a set like that. And all you're going to have to do for that is listen later on in the stream for the keyword. You'll type it in once and only once, and that will enter you into the giveaway. Next week, we'll do two giveaways. One is going to be just the same. The second is for subscribers only, with a caveat, because in accordance with U.S. laws, both state and federal, we need to provide a no purchase necessary option, which will be for you to send in a 3x5 card with your Twitch username, your name, address, and phone number in a number 10 envelope, all of that handwritten. And then you handwrite the address, which is Totally Online Gaming Group, P.O. Box, let me see right here, P.O. Box 781028, Orlando, Florida, 32878. You do that, and you can also see that right here. And then once I receive that entry, all you got to do is show up next week for the stream. As long as I have that in hand, you are on the list, and if you're in the stream, then I can just add you right to the random thing in Nightbot for the giveaway. So, I think that's it, unless anybody else has anything. No? Okay. So, without further ado, we bring you The Blackest Heart.
Oh no, we already
wow.
got it.
No!
All right, okay, and we're back. Nice. Thank you, Blasted Rook.
Is there an option to give you disadvantage?
No, there is not. But
You should have that.
currently we have advantage for Zeroth from last stream. That is carried over. Advantage for Rhogar. And advantage for me. All right. So, where we left off last time. The party had talked some more to Fael and asked her some questions, trying to get some more information about the path and what they were walking themselves into, and how best to go about rescuing Fael's sister. They then decided, since Rhogar had a meeting scheduled 2 nights hence, where they would hopefully gather some more information and perhaps even just an invite into the interior of the clan's hideout, they decided, let's spend the day getting some shopping done, getting our resources collected, and that's what they did for most of the day. And there is still time left in the day. Basically spent the most of it out just shopping. So that's where we left off. It is up to you guys. What do you want to do now?
Last I checked, he was still in the that
Yeah, that place.
the thing.
The
He
magic
was in the
shop?
magic shop.
Yes.
And
Eurydice and Diana were going to dress shop, I guess, or something. And
Yes.
Eurydice had just stolen something from somebody, and it was
Yes.
awesome.
Yes, you got 317 gold pieces
Yes,
in that coin purse. Well, 317 worth. I mean, there was some of it was in platinum, so it's not as many physical coins. But
Okay, but
it's
I'm just gonna keep it as gold for now.
yeah, it all breaks down to the same.
Yeah.
All right, so that's what you had done. Jacob, you were still in the magic shop.
Yes.
Yes. So, you had seen the spells. Do you have the list currently?
I know the ones I want
Okay.
out of the list.
Okay. Enlighten me.
Hey, you got advantage.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
hey, thanks, Klein.
Yay.
Thanks, Klein.
At least people don't want us to be totally hopeless.
Yes.
Yay!
So, I am interested in getting Crown of Madness
And most of the journals?
No.
What was this?
and Distort Value.
Oh, that's close.
Crown of Madness. And which one?
Distort Value.
Okay. So, let's see here. Yep. Second. Da-da. And... Alright, so... for those two scrolls, she is more than willing to part with them for a nice, happy sum of... Let's see if I can remember how I set these up. Of course, I'm unorganized and didn't save that an easy place to find, so I have to just think about it for a sec.
Good job.
Yeah. Organization. The bane of my existence. So, second level. So that would be... 400 gold for Crown of Madness, and 200 gold for Distort Value.
You're gonna need to.
Is there any way that I could exchange spells with you to lower that cost?
Well, I suppose. What do you have?
Jacob will pull out his spell book, and remembering that her highest level is second level, will go through his different spell lists, which is first levels, Find Familiar, Ice Knife, Identify, Mage Armor, Heal, and then second levels, Dragon's Breath, Enlarge Reduce, Block of Familiars, as well as his,
Oh, maybe.
no, that's not part of, that's a third level, his, Ray of Enfeeble.
Yep, okay. She actually peruses through it. She's kind of looking through, spells aren't just like one little page here and there, especially as you start getting up in higher levels, they take up more pages. So she's kind of reading through and taking a look. And she points at Flock of Familiars and she says, "This is an interesting one. I would be willing to trade that for the Crown of Madness. Not really sure about many of the others. I don't really find myself in conflict. And I already know this one, as she points to Identify. But I could do a trade there for Crown of Madness, if you desire."
I think that's most. Also, and he's gonna hold up the drift globe. How much are we looking for this item to be added on to that list?
Ooh. I haven't seen Where did you find that one?
Oh, that was on your shelving of trinkets and stuff.
Hmm.
And he kind of points in the general direction.
It's been ages since I've looked up there. She reaches her hand out to take it from you and examines it for a bit. Ah, yes, wait, I remember this. It's decently valuable, but not as much so as probably some of the things in my departed husband's box there, but I think I could part with it for about 500 gold.
Okay.
He wants to know.
Now, as you know, there's a reason that I'm looking for the distort value. I do not have a lot of cash for that. Specifically.
Hmm.
You have anything job offering as like an exchange for it?
Actually, that's an interesting proposition. How long are you going to be in town?
At least 2 more days.
Can't accomplish too much in 2 days. However, I'll tell you what. Some of my customers would probably be interested in some others of those spells, as she points to the ones that are 2nd level. You could probably write one of those in 2 days, could you not?
Yes.
If you, I will even be so kind as to provide the ink and the papyrus that you will need. If you create one for me, I will actually give you the drift globe, and distort value. As it is
Alright.
not something that I can create myself, it'll be something new that I think my customers would enjoy. And she goes, "How about this one?" And she points to Ray of Enfeeblement.
That shouldn't be too much of a problem.
Excellent. All right. Just stop by the shop. Whenever you have time, and you can use the back room and start to work. But I must hold on to the drift globe and the distort value spell until that is complete.
I appreciate the kindness that you have given me in doing this instead of money.
It is not a problem.
With that, he will kind of slide his book over so that she can begin copying Flock of Familiars for herself.
Okay.
And we'll just kind of that for the the fun Crown of Madness spell.
Okay. So you now have that scroll, and she is busily copying away. And is that all you wish to do there?
Currently, yes.
Okay. All right, so. Oh, jeez.
Blood s'mores.
No, there is too much murder in the chat.
Murder.
There's way too much for this game.
And it's hilarious.
It is. So, Eurydice.
Yes.
You and Diana were out about in the crowd a little bit, and you just managed to pilfer a small sack of gold off someone's hip. Now what do you guys wish to do?
Eurydice will look at Diana and be like, I guess we can go dress shopping.
All right.
You kind of broke up there at the beginning. Say that again.
Don't worry about it. Just go.
So, Diana, look at her and go, your preferred color is purple, right?
Yeah.
You're muted.
Actually not.
Oh. It's popping in and
Oh.
out.
Diana's gonna look around the area at the different shops and whatnot and try to debate which one to take her to, because knowing her luck, she needs to get a fabric that's easily washable.
Okay. Looking around, I mean, you guys are kind of in the market district. That's where you headed. You see several different types of shops all around. It's not hard to see in some of the more open air stalls. There's several that are selling either cloth on its own or dresses and other clothes. Most of it seems to be kind of on the not high end, but like on the high end of, middle income. So like a little bit better than average clothes.
Yeah.
Not something you're gonna wear to a fancy party or to go in front of the king or something like that. It's more something that everyday clothes, but I'm important kind of everyday clothes.
Yeah, she also wants to stop by some kind of like music shop because she wants to get new strings for some of her instruments.
Okay, and there's, again, you can easily, perusing through, find several different places that you think probably are going to have what you're looking for.
And also try to find a shop that, well, I don't know if this is actually a thing in 5e. It was a thing in 2. I don't know. Does 5e let you coat your weapons?
No.
Damn. Okay. Never mind then.
Yes. Well, I mean, you can apply poison to them, but there's no like.
That's what I mean, like coating the weapons in poisons.
Yeah,
and
you
stuff.
can. Yeah, it's not really, as far as I can remember, it's not really in the rules, but that's something I have no problem with. But there's no like, as far as I remember, and I could be wrong, I don't think there's anything like oil of sharpness or things like that. I'd have to look
like
up again. There's so many. Yeah, poisons. Yeah.
And possibly oils to light said crossbow bolts on fire.
Possibly. I have to look through again. I do not recall off the top of my head, but.
Funny.
But yeah, you could definitely try to find somewhere that would be selling poisons. Might not
Because we
be the most
actually
reputable
buy-
place, so might not be up and about in the open air.
She's gonna be more so talking to herself out loud while walking with her, because it's gonna be like, okay, so I need to get this, and I need to get that, and I need to find a shop to do this, and just kind of going through a mental list out loud.
Okay.
I also need to get a lot more health potions, seeing as you apparently die really quickly.
Hey, that's not my fault. It was that tiny bastard.
You bastard or not, you still went down really fast.
Fine.
Oh, health potions, so you don't die again.
I guess.
And I'm gonna make sure to get something that I can easily wash for whatever I put you in, because it's not going to stay purple for long.
So you're not making me try on fancy dresses?
Well, I'm going to make you try on a fancy dress, but I'm also thinking of something that's a...
Okay.
You aren't getting out of this.
I know. I tried. Just give it that.
So yeah, you see
To drag her into a dress shop.
Yep, you see up ahead, kind of a little ways away from the open air covered stalls, is where there are actual closed-in shops, like the magic shop that Jacob found. And one of them there is, clearly a clothier. Again, looks like, nice clothes. Not super fancy, but nice. Looking in the window, yeah, they've got dresses in there.
To the person at the counter, and it's just gonna be point blank say, she normally doesn't wear nice things, she needs something nice. Make sure it's not too frilly or too poofy, otherwise she's probably just gonna rip it.
Okay.
She's a bit...
Yeah, the lady behind the counter kind of looks you up and down for a second, Eurydice.
Mm-hmm.
And goes...
And Eurydice does the same, just and trying, slowly... she's intimidated by this person who's trying to get her dress size.
Yes, and as you look up and down at the woman, you notice that while she is looking at a small, lithe figure of an elf, you are looking at a very, very large, big-boned woman.
Mm-hmm.
Who, one of her arms may weigh as much as you. You're not sure.
Yeah.
But she just has the biggest grin on her face and just has this bubbly personality and is... Okay, let's see what we can do for you. And she kind of...
Purple.
Almost kind of shuffles from around behind the counter. Comes up, goes through some dresses that are hanging on display. And finally comes across, and you said purple, so she pushes a couple aside, looks through, and pulls one down. It looks like it's got about a 3/4 length skirt. It is in purple. It is not frilly or poofy, but it does have a nice kind of flow to the skirt, and it comes up into a kind of a partial V-shaped neck coming down, with sleeves that come about to your middle of your bicep. And she says, try this. And
Okay.
Diana, you would notice that it looks to be like some kind of strong cotton weave material, so something that is fairly sturdy. And very, cotton is very common, and the cleaning methods, it probably will meet those needs. So she hands a dress over to you, Eurydice, and points to a little curtain on the side and says, "You may change in there."
And Eurydice just kind of takes a look at her and then Diana, and is just like,
Shove her into the dressing room.
and she will change into that dress.
While she's changing, Diana's actually going to go back over to the woman and go, how difficult would it be to add something in or under the skirts that would allow somebody to have a lot of knives on their person? She's paranoid.
Well, I don't typically get questions about knives. I mean, you could probably put some under the skirt along your legs.
Way to create a hidden slit among the skirt to reach it easily rather than having to lift the entire skirt.
Oh, you mean pockets?
Yeah, pockets.
Pockets is dress. Okay.
This.
She looks at you and goes, I can do something like that with it. It wouldn't take very long.
Do you have any plain colored robes for more of a male stature that don't look like they've been dragged through the mud and eaten by moths?
Well, none of my clothes have. So yes, she points, and you see what looks to be an open wardrobe, and there are several cloaks and robes seem to be hung up there on display. And she points over there and says, "You can peruse that if you like."
Got a good point.
Oh! No!
So, do you have your dress on now, Eurydice?
Yes.
Okay. Are you stepping out?
Yes. Eurydice will step out and be like, okay, I put it on. What do I do now?
Make sure there's no any extra. Well, she needs to make sure there's no extra alterations she needs to do to make sure it actually fits you properly, and she's gonna try to put in pockets so you can still easily reach your knives under the skirt.
Gotcha.
So, as soon as you kind of pop out of the little dressing area, you see the woman, and her smile just gets even bigger, and she's like, "Oh, I knew it was a good pick. It looks so nice on you."
Eurydice is just so unsure of how to take the compliment. She's just like, thank you. Thanks.
And she says, "Okay, now, 1 second." And she rushes over to you. It's almost startling for a second, because this woman, who's probably twice your size, just kind of comes barreling towards you and stops short, drops immediately to her knees, and seems to pull like a tape, like a little measuring tape out of nowhere, and just starts positioning you and measuring things around. And she takes your arm, puts it down to your side, and looks, measures where your hands are. She puts some pins in a couple places, turns around and says, "Okay, don't touch any of the pins, but please go change back into your clothes, and then if you bring it to me, there isn't much I need to do, so I can have it to you by the morning."
Okay, and Eurydice will go in and change. Is there a mirror in the changing room?
Yes, there is.
Before she takes off the dress, Eurydice is going to look in that mirror, and what she sees isn't necessarily her in that moment. What she sees is the woman she woke up as after she died and was resurrected.
Mm-hmm.
She sees a woman with long hair, with a beautiful gown on, and a slash to her neck, and blood dripping down, and dead eyes. And then she blinks, and then it's gone.
Okay. All right. So, where you finish then changing into your regular clothes after that?
Yep.
Okay. When you come back out, she takes the dress from you. She turns to Diana. "So did you find one that you were interested in?" As she points to the wardrobe that had the robes and cloaks in it.
Picking up. There we go. I did, though I'm not sure. Hey, Yuri, do you think I should get a green one, a blue one, or a black one, seeing as he lets the things stay covered in dirt to begin with? Because he normally wears the green one, but he's been wearing blue robes as of late, so I'm not sure if I should have, an entire ensemble, or keep to his normal color, or just give him something new entirely.
Go for blue.
Okay, so the light blue one or the dark blue one?
The dark blue one. Let's just go full Doctor Strange.
Doctor what?
I don't know. I say weird things.
Dr.
I think
Jacob.
it's the demon the demon that resurrected me.
The dark blue robes, the alterations, and the dress for you.
Can we get him? Can we get Jacob a red cape too?
You can wear it.
I don't care. It would just be fun.
I mean, all else fails, we can always give it to Zeroth. Make him look like a giant superhero.
We can just have Jacob. It could be like a cloak of billowing. We could put it on Jacob for 5 minutes, and just stare at it, at the glory, and then give it to someone else.
You gonna be wearing the cloak of billowing more than the wizard.
Well, no, but then it would mess up my stealth.
True.
Yeah.
Besides, I need to look into getting something that I can wear to make it to where I don't burn up so much in hot areas. But I don't know where or what kind of a thing I would be looking for.
Eurydice looks at what Diana's wearing now, and she's just like, what are you talking about?
So, I'm built for really cold climates. I can walk like this in a blizzard and I'll be fine. The problem is, we were in the desert recently, and I felt like death. So, I'm wondering if there's something I can get to make it to where I don't feel like death in hot areas.
Oh, that makes sense. So kind of like a
Just
dry
for show.
sunlight.
I guess.
Alright, so, which one did you want?
Oh, the dark blue robes and then the dress for her.
Okay. The robes shouldn't need any altering. They're simple. So you can take those. Take that now. That would be 30 gold pieces. The dress is 50 and 5 for alteration.
I can pay for my dress.
Okay.
I can pay for it.
Yeah, but I offered to buy it. No one dragged you here.
Okay. And Eurydice just kind of backs down, just like, okay.
Okay. All right. So,
50
Rhogar.
for the robe, 50 for the dress, 5 for the alterations is 85.
Yep. So, yep. So subtract 85. And now, Rhogar.
Yes.
What are you up to?
Oddly enough, I totally forgot that Rhogar has been accompanied by a dog this whole entire time, a mastiff.
Yep.
So first let's shout that out. So yeah,
Okay.
but I would say he'd go to look for some armor, some well-fitted armor for his fellow furry friend.
Okay, so you're trying to find some barding for.
Yeah, bard. There's
Yeah.
the correct word.
All right.
Oh, that's normal.
You're pretty sure. You think. Oh,
What you doing, Bubby?
thank you, Queen Cat. You're pretty sure that there's probably not going to be too much call for barding for dogs. That's going to be handy, and that this is probably something that you would actually need to speak to an armorer for, and like put it in order for it, and see if they could come up with that for you. And it'd actually probably be better because then they could actually fit it to the dog, and maybe even set up some straps and stuff for as it grows, so that it can be adjusted easily by you to continue to fit them.
Yes, I would definitely seek out someone like that.
So, quick question. Nightmare's still a puppy? So, you're gonna have to get that armor remade a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend quite a bit of money because of a spell that I have.
He's investing.
Yes.
Yeah, I have a
Doesn't it
spell
make
that's
more
gonna
sense
change.
to wait until he's fully grown?
Oh,
Nah.
Nightmare will be fighting with us.
Nah.
He can barely hold a dagger.
He doesn't need to hold a dagger.
All he needs to do is bite
We're
people.
about to have a big reveal. Oh my goodness.
Oh my
There's a lot of
goodness.
bits flying at
Oh
us
my
today.
gosh! Thank you, everybody. Wow.
Goodness gracious.
Oh, jeez.
Keep up.
So,
Yeah, I would go hunt down a person.
okay. You find what looks to be a
Wait.
kind of a very
What
large,
did I get?
a very large open air shop in the market, kind of towards the back of the market, and where the open air shops are, that actually has a forge, and looks to be some kind of assistant working the counter. And then the smith actually at the forge, going to town on something, some kind of armor that he's working on back there. But there is clearly, there's some kind of assistant there that is dealing with customers right at the counter area.
Rhogar would approach the attendant to the
Okay.
thing.
And looks like actually a fairly young kid, probably maybe 12, 13 or 14 years old. And he's like, "Can I help you, sir?"
Aw.
Yes,
Oh,
I need I need armor fitted for my my pup over here.
He kind of
But
looks over the counter, sees your pup, and goes, "Oh, can I pet him?"
Puppy.
you see, this is his non-combat form. I've acquired a rare spell that lets me change. I need armor for that, so I need something that I can easily get on the dog. Get on the dog. Do you know magical stuff?
Wait, so he changes?
You know what would probably be easier if I just show you. Would that be easier?
You're gonna show me magic?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
you played for Paylor.
bloody hell! I want to see this.
Oh God. Rhogar would clear his throat and just proudly say, "Nightmare to my side," and Nightmare will burst into flames and turn into a dire
He did
wolf.
nothing fine.
Yeah, he's a large creature now.
And
He's a bit over.
and the kid kind of jumps back a sec as it, Nightmare bursts into flames for a second, and then all of a sudden is just this huge dire wolf, this large creature. And you see him, he's kind of, for a second, he's got fear in his eyes. But then he looks, he goes, "Can I pet him now?"
Yeah. Nightmare, I hope you're okay with this.
And he practically leaps over the counter,
Oh God.
And-
no.
basically runs right up to Nightmare and is like giving the biggest hug right around the neck, and Nightmare is just loving it. And just like, oh, he's getting behind the ears. Oh, And this kid is just, he's ecstatic. He's like, "Da, you gotta see this." And
Is that your father?
yeah, he is.
Perfect. I can talk with him.
And you see the smith turn away from the forge for a second, kind of looks over and goes, "Damn. Whoa, what do we got here?"
This is my new acquired pet, Nightmare. He needs some armor, but you might need to partner with someone because he only stays like this for a minute or 2 or 10. I don't remember how long the spell was.
Something like that.
Long enough that I need armor to be able to, also shrink down to his size. Because I guess
Ooh,
did my mic mess up?
so you need something like magical?
Yeah.
And,
It's not an issue.
I've never done anything like that.
What if I bring you a wizard?
What if I bring you a wizard?
Actually,
That stuff.
he kind of just making
it will. No, I'm not trying.
Definitely.
Believe me or not, I am not trying to raise the price on you. Because I have an idea, but it is not going to be cheap.
Money is not an issue at the moment, I hope.
I hope.
Okay.
I hope.
He is a champion of
Philip!
Pandora, by the way.
Philip! Unhand the dog. Run,
Oh, let the boy fetch it.
run, go fetch the gnome.
No.
No.
But, duh! Do it! The boy kind of, like, I'll see you soon, puppy. And he runs off. Yes, I know, horrible English accent. I apologize for anyone who's watching from the UK. Sorry.
Dog.
And
This boy.
yeah,
Dog.
he runs off. And in the meantime, the smith comes over. And he says, "Do you mind if I, try to take some measurements here while he's this size?"
Oh, yes, definite, please.
All right. So he actually takes out what looks to be a large plate from like horses barding, and he kind of situates it over the shoulders and how it would kind of wrap around the front, and then he takes what looks to be some kind of like a grease pencil or something like that and marks some lines on the interior edges of it to match up more where the differences in shape between a horse and a dire wolf come into play.
Please tell me Nightmare during all of this is just sniffing the guy, just kind of.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, yep.
Or dog now.
And in the at the same time, Nightmare happens to pick up a dagger that's on the the counter in his mouth and just holds it, and his tail, and it looks tiny in this dire wolf dire wolf mouth. It looks tiny in this dire wolf mouth, but he's holding it and he's looking at you, and his tail is just wagging.
She did not warn me about this. No, you
Nice
cannot.
dog.
I will get you a bigger dagger. I don't think you need a dagger. You are a dire wolf now. You got your teeth. But if you want a dagger, I'll get you one.
I know where
Now,
she got the puppy.
as this is going on, a few moments
I
later,
know where she got the puppy.
you see the young boy come back,
Yes.
and he is walking alongside
Direwolf Den?
an older gnomish man. You can tell by how white his hair is.
Direwolf?
And he has a pair of strange circles sitting up atop of his head, attached by some kind of strap around the back. He's got a weird, it looks like a mixture of a leather bag and lots of bits of metal, and oddly shaped at that, strapped to his back. And for a gnome, you're surprised. He's about as tall as the boy. Until you realize he's not walking on his own feet. He seems to be on some kind of stilts that are somehow attached to the thing on his back, and is accompanied by this weird noise of
An artificer to help?
and every once in a while a small puff of steam coming out of the back. And he finally approaches and gets up there. He says,
Papa.
"So, what is it you need?" "I got an idea. This gentleman," he indicates you, Rhogar, "apparently needs barding for this animal. but it does not say this size. Now, if I remember right, this spell is concentration.
Full-blown concentration.
Okay. He says, "Can it shrink back?"
Yes, let me just drop my concentration.
And as soon as you do, it immediately shrinks back down to his normal puppy mastiff size. And the gnome kind of looks taken aback for a second and says, "I see the issue.
You do?
Yes. You know, I think I've got some ideas too." And he says, "Okay, but shall we discuss?" He's like, yes. And they both go into the shop, into the interior of where the smith's tools and everything are, and they just start talking back and forth, and they seem to be on some kind of, parchment. They're drawing things out, and the gnome is, seems to be putting, writing numbers of different things on there, and occasionally there's arguing back and forth between them, and this goes on for a good 15 minutes. And then the smith finally comes over to you and he says, "Okay, I think we've got it worked out.
Okay.
It's not magic.
Interesting.
It's what
Iron Man suit.
it's
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. It just expands over layering.
it's what my gnome friend here, Eddie, what he calls artificing. I still don't understand it, but it's that thing on his back. It says, yes, exactly. This is one of my designs." He says,
Interesting.
"I'm afraid you're not going to like the cost."
Anything to protect a fellow comrade.
He writes in grease pencil on a piece of parchment, folds it up, and just hands it to you.
I look at Nightmare, I'm like, okay, you ready? I'm gonna open the parchment.
Okay, I just put it in Discord.
I'm in the wrong one. Okay. So I have most of that.
And,
Can he do payments?
and here's the other
You're not alone.
Here's the other problem. How long you gonna be here?
Maybe 2 days, maybe less, maybe more.
Yeah. All right. I could put off all my other projects, which, mind you, are also commissions and bring in money, and have it done in a week with Eddie's help. But that's gonna cost me a week's worth of other work. Now, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do.
Yes. What will you do for me?
I am not gonna charge you 500 gold on top of what's there for the week's worth of work, because this just seems so damn interesting. And I can guarantee that for my part of it, it will be the finest armor plating that I have ever made.
Would you require this money up front?
No, typically half up front, half upon completion.
Ooh, okay, yes. I am planning to acquire some money within 2 days, so...
But it still will take a week.
Oh yeah, well that doesn't matter. I'll figure a way to find some way to get here.
Figure something out.
I'll find a way.
Very well. We have an agreement? And he sticks his hand out.
Are you sure you can't go any lower for, the Church of Paylor? 100 gold?
Roll persuasion.
Oh, damn, I should have went for... Well, I'm at +7. 17.
17. All right.
Oh, that works.
And what does he get? Okay. So he says, all right. For a man of faith,
Ah, yes.
I will knock it down to 1,800.
Oh, wow. Blessings of Paylor amongst you, my dearest friend. Oh, you have warmed my heart and my dear companion's heart.
So we have an agreement.
Yes, I will shake on that instantly.
All right.
Nightmare's holding the knife.
Nightmare,
Yeah.
put the knife down.
Yes, it's all of a sudden much bigger. It's much bigger in his mouth now.
Oh wait, no, Nightmare, you just hold on. How much is the dagger, by the way?
2 gold.
Okay, so I will.
You know
give
what?
you-
No. Have it. With this
Oh,
kind of
my-
commission, this is going to be enough on my table. I'm happy to help you out with this project.
Oh, blessings of the divine. Blessings of the divine.
All right.
Now I have to do math of how much that is in half.
900.
900. There we go. Oh my goodness, my wallet is about to be lessened.
All right.
All right, there you go. I will hand over 900 gold.
Okay.
Just pour it all out on the table.
All right. So,
Count it out one by one.
Count it. Yeah. 1, 2.
Okay.
That's a
I can't give
copper.
you more than this.
That's a silver. There's 10 of those. So
Question.
yes.
After they get the for Diana and Yuri, after they get the robes and stuff, I don't know if you saw my message in the Discord.
Probably not.
Because I want to work with her heart some more.
Yes, you definitely can do that.
Because she needs to learn what the fuck her heart is.
So yeah, if you want to, I was actually just going to ask what everyone else wanted to do at this point. Have you finished all your shopping, and then where you wanted to go? So yes, this is a perfect time for you to go ahead and kind of sit in a more central area of the market. And go ahead and start playing with your harp. So, why don't you give me a performance check with that?
Hey,
What was that? What'd you get for a roll? You're
Not a natural.
I got a 20.
a 20 total. Okay, dirty 20. All right.
Naughty 20.
Naughty 20, yes. Naughty. So, you go ahead and start playing. And as you're playing, you are feeling very much kind of in tune with this harp and what it is. You're feeling like there's more to it than just what you've seen so far. And let me see here. As you are playing, as you are playing, it is beautiful, and people are starting to, a couple of them starting to gather around a little bit and listen. And you start getting so wrapped up in this song. You're putting everything into it. And Eurydice, roll a perception check.
Blessings of the divine.
19.
As you're listening and watching Diana play, she begins to hover a few inches off the ground.
Ooh.
Very good question, Zeroth. I will get to you in that question in just a second. And as you see that and you kind of go, ooh, more people have noticed it. And more of a crowd starts to gather around and watch. Diana, you really haven't noticed it yourself as you are, just into the song. You're giving it your all. You're singing beautifully and playing this harp. And as you come to the end of the song, you sit there for a second and realize, wait a minute, why are my eyes at a level that's above most of the... Whoa! And you fall back down about a good 6 inches and catch yourself on your feet. And everyone just, they start clapping. They're like, bravo, bravo. And several people come up and begin to, throw coins at your feet.
Like, in the aftershocks of like, how did I go from point A to point B and not realize I even got to point A to begin with?
You
And
go
just
with
kind of look over at Yuri and just be like, what just happened?
magic harp.
No
Ma-
shit, magic harp.
Magic harp?
Yeah, the thing is, she's gonna lean towards her and whisper to Yuri and be like, the thing is that it's only supposed to be able to do illusion.
Well, maybe the person you got it from lied.
The person I got was my old caravan leader.
Well, maybe they didn't tell you the whole truth.
Nothing but the truth.
Anyway, help me collect the coin.
All right.
Yeah.
So as you collect up the coins from the performance, it's actually quite a bit. That performance was well done, and the added visual of a levitating bard was quite spectacular. And people are in the market to spend money, and they decided this is what they would spend money on. You actually come up with almost 100 gold, about 95, we'll say.
Make that what I spent. Yay! Actually got more than what I spent. But no, can Diana immediately grab Yuri's wrist and try to follow Jacob's scent to go find him? Because she has a lot of questions.
Yes,
Sure.
you guys can go do that, and you're off to do that.
Or her upper arm.
Probably her elbow.
Eurydice will punch you.
Might be touched.
You grab her elbow, and as you grab it, it's like the fist just goes whack, and just catches you in the side of the head, and like, what the hell? It's almost like it was a reflex.
Walk.
What?
Go.
What? I can't.
Yuri, walk.
Okay, but just don't grab my arm again. Like,
I'll grab your clothes next time.
you can grab
Be
my
happy
hand.
that you don't have a tail for people to yank on.
Yeah, just hands, not arms. Okay?
Is your wrist fine?
No.
Okay.
Has to be the hand. It has to be handhold.
Wow.
Exactly, the buddy
Don't like
system.
being touched.
The buddy system, got it.
All right.
Pancake? Are we talking pancake or waffle? It's an important distinction. You have to know.
Yes.
Wait, what were the options again? Show them to me.
Or waffle.
Pancake
Okay.
or waffle?
Or waffle.
A waffle boy.
Waffle.
Oh,
Me.
Yeah, waffle.
All right.
But no, the
Well,
moment Diana finds it, she's
Alright,
just gonna shut
so-
her, and you're
so
gonna
you-
go, what the fuck is this thing?
You guys head off, Try to find Jacob. So now, Zeroth, to answer your question, yes, you would know that while it doesn't pay a ton, and typically you get more when you do, contract work like you are used to doing. It's a much more lucrative field, but there is pretty much everywhere you've been. There's always a need for fresh game or furs, and if you happen to actually get a desirable fur, and that's in very good condition, they actually can fetch a pretty penny. And especially the meat always, is welcome and gets used. So if you would like to go and try to hunt in order to earn some money while you're waiting on your companions who are out shopping, you could take a jaunt outside the city and do that.
Yeah, I'd love to do that. Okay.
What I'm gonna have you do is how long do you want to spend hunting?
What time is it? About mid-afternoon?
Well, if you left when they kind of shortly after they left to go shopping, it would be actually kind of mid-morning when they left for that.
Okay.
And current time right now is like early evening, late afternoon time frame. So it's been like 6 hours at least.
Is it not to you?
Okay. I'll go hunt for about 6 hours or so and come back to see if I can get something.
Okay. So what I will have you do is roll survival checks.
I'll roll survival checks.
Yep. One check for each hour.
Okay.
Once you the first one that you get that is above an 18, you have found some tracks that you can then
I
trail.
just got 19 on the first one.
Outstanding. Okay, so you found tracks right away. So
awesome.
So now, in order to catch up to that animal, you need to get a 15 or better in 2 checks out of the next 5 checks.
Okay, I just got 15.
Okay, so there's one, so you need one more.
Okay. 22.
Okay, so it actually takes you find tracks fairly early, but to try to follow them down and find the animal, it takes you a couple more hours to finally find it. But you now see sitting probably about 40, 50 feet away from you is a grizzly bear.
Okay.
Delicious.
And it seems to be just kind of lumbering along.
Okay.
Wait, no, don't the bear. That's the oak me talking. I'm sorry.
And now I need you to roll a perception check.
Roll perception. Is that just the 20?
D20 plus your perception skill, whatever your perception is. Which for you, I can pull it up real quick to see in D&D Beyond. D&D Beyond, the awesome program where we look at things.
D&D Beyond.
Okay, so
I just got 19.
19 total. Okay.
5. Yeah.
So
I got a +3 in perception.
Yep. So you notice as you're kind of stalking in on this bear, out of the corner of your eye, you see a large shape rush, and you all of a sudden see this bear get tackled by a very large creature that looks to be some kind of mix between a bear and some kind of bird, as it slams into this bear and begins to just tear it apart.
And it can fly?
Not that you can tell. It doesn't seem to have wings per se. the body is mostly a bear, but it looks like the head is some kind of bird. You're looking at the back of it right now, and there seems to be feathers intermittently coming out all around on its furred body, so kind of sparse between the hair. It is very large and obviously very angry.
Okay. And it doesn't know that I'm there yet?
Not yet.
Okay. I'm gonna sit still for a second. I'm gonna wait until it calms down with that bear.
Okay. And let me just see if it does this yet or not. Okay. So it takes another swipe at the bear, who is definitely wounded. And the bear now, instead of trying to fight, runs. And it's running almost directly straight towards you.
Okay.
You now see from about 40 feet away, the bear has moved, and it is now about 10 feet away, and about 30 feet behind it, this bear-bird mix, as it turns, you see very owl-like features on its face. Turns and starts charging after the bear.
Owl bear.
Okay.
Don't hurt the owl bear.
I'm trying to think of what to do here.
Right.
Because now I got two large objects coming at me.
Yep. And you better think of something quick.
I think I'm gonna dash. I'm gonna use my dash, and I'm gonna move my additional 50 feet. I'm gonna move back 50 and move right 50, and then kind of.
So you're gonna use your movement and your dash, your action to dash. Okay.
Yeah.
So now, as you move, the bear, it continues to move in the same line it was doing, and you realize it would have run like right past you. This large bear bird creature,
Make your friend.
as it's running after the bear, and let me see if it notices. Yes, it notices you moving, and it changes course and comes towards you. It is, and with its movement, it is now about 40 feet at we'll say 50 because of the angle you took, but it's 50 feet away from you now.
Okay.
And I need you to roll initiative.
Roll initiative.
Hi.
That time.
For him. I hope you can do this by yourself.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'd love to help you right now, but getting armor fitted for my dog.
Yes. Dog armor.
I got a 19. If you didn't. Hear
Okay. Yeah, I didn't. So that's good to go. Okay, so you got a 19. Excuse me. So you got a 19, and this creature. Let me do this so I have it. Okay.
And,
It's going second. You are going first.
Me. Okay.
he has advantage on this thing.
So go ahead.
Alrighty. I am going to rage.
Okay. And do remember, you do have one advantage roll from chat. So thank you to chat. In specific, thank you to Klein NF for giving that to you last stream.
Thank you.
X.
Okay, so I'm gonna rage. Where is that? There it is. And then It's about 50 feet away from me.
Yes.
I'm gonna try and hit it with a javelin.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and throw it.
All right. So all you have to do now is roll your attack.
Oh, is it the 20? Sorry.
Yep, 1d20 plus your javelin, which for you that's a +6. So
Oh,
Okay, so did I roll the right one? Which one did I click? Okay. This one? Okay, 25.
yeah, that will definitely hit.
And
now you roll your damage.
okay, my damage is 4.
Okay, so you smack
Yeah.
it with you toss a javelin, it sticks into it, and you do have 2 attacks per action, so you could throw a second javelin if you wanted.
shiny my face.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try and throw another one.
Also, did you add in your rage damage?
No.
I did not.
Okay, for you it's a +2, so
Oh.
that's actually 6 damage on that first one.
Okay.
All right. So, and you can roll a second attack.
Okay. That one, I got a 7.
7. On that one. Okay.
To hit, or did you roll the damage?
I rolled the nat 1. Oh, the D20. So, yeah, I got a 7. So I guess that one misses.
Yeah, that one definitely misses. All right. So, it is its turn as it charges towards you, and it's now about 10 feet away, and it uses its action to move further to get close to you because that's all it can do with that. It is now your turn once again.
Alright, so now he's 10 feet away from me?
No, he's now right up on you, but he didn't get to attack because he had to use an action to dash, basically, to get close all the way up to you.
Okay. I'm going to activate my storm aura.
Oh, there it goes.
And then I'm going to try and attack it with my great axe, I guess.
Okay. And what does your storm aura do? Let me double check that.
Any
real quick.
creature in his aura takes 3 fire damage.
Okay. And that's under...
This stuff, I believe it's under his.
I have it pulled up.
you gain
Under
benefits
here.
even
It's
when
under
you're-
his bonus
oh,
actions.
I got it. Yep, you gain 10-foot aura of effect. All other creatures take 3 fire damage each, so he's taking 3 fire damage. Alright.
Question, only so I can try to see if I understand this. It's phrased when you start and as a bonus action at the end of your turn. So wouldn't it have gotten hit when it entered his range the first time?
No, because he just activated
I
his aura.
just activated it.
Okay, I was curious.
Mhm.
Because it says you gain a 10 feet aura when you start your rage.
Mm,
I thought I had
And
to
as a
activate the
bonus
storm aura
action
separately.
on each of your turns.
starting with her, you emanate a story of magical aura while you rage. So no, it is while you
Oh.
rage. So
Oh, cool.
when it first came in there, it would have taken 3, and you can activate. Your aura has an effect that activates when you enter your rage, and you can activate the effect again on each of your turns as a bonus action. So basically, if you want to use a bonus action during your turn now, you can say, I'm going to use that to activate Storm Aura, and it would take 3 more damage.
Okay. Alright, well, I'm going to attack with my great axe
I read that
first.
right.
Yep.
Okay, so roll the hit. I got a 24.
That'll hit for sure.
And I got a... ammo. I got a 9.
So 9 damage.
To 11.
Okay, so those were your attacks, or was that attack and 1 damage?
That was my first attack.
That was your first attack. So 11 damage. Ouch. Okay, yeah, it felt
And then
that.
I got a 20 on the next one.
Nat 20 or naughty 20?
No, it was 14 plus 6.
Okay. And then your damage.
And then 9.
All right. And you 9 total or 9 without rage? Okay. So
9 with rage.
9 with rage. All right. And then did you want to activate your Storm Aura using your bonus action?
Yes, I would.
Okay, so that's 3 more. All right. So, yeah, this thing is looking pretty beat up and it's kind of pissed off. So, it is now going to attack you.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm pretty sure a 23 hits you.
Oh, yeah.
And a 16, does that hit you?
Yes.
All right. So that is going to be one of these and
Part of the
then
note,
these.
16 is greater than
Yes.
Hello.
sitting next
All
to
right.
you're close. You have a
So
fast-
that is
I'm-
26 damage as it
26
it
damage.
grabs with its claws. It grabs around you and digs its claws into your back, and then takes this owl-like beak and bites right down here, right on the top of your shoulder.
Okay,
Say again?
That reduced to half because of rage.
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. Just making
Oh.
sure.
So that was 26, reduced down to 13 because your rage. Well, are you a? Yeah, it's bludgeon piercing, so that's good because you're a storm one. So it's not everything, but it does apply to this. So, yep.
Okay, so minus 13.
Yeah. So you took 13 damage. Yep.
Okay.
And
Alrighty.
it is now your turn.
All right. Well, I'm going to attack with
Use
my great
bonus action. Attack it with the great axe.
Yeah,
For, like,
same roll.
them to be able
So.
to.
Okay, well, my first one is a 7, so that does not hit.
No, that does not. 7. Is that a natural 1? Again?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So.
My next one is an 18.
Okay, so the second one hits, but now I've been stacking these up now that you've got 2. So what happens is you manage to get your second attack off and hit it. So you can go ahead and do your damage for that.
Okay. +15 +2, 17.
Holy crap. Okay.
And then +3
3
for
with
the
your...
fire.
Okay. However, because of the natural ones that you have just accumulated,
Yeah.
it actually picks you up off your feet and slams you down prone on the ground with it on top of you. And you are going to take another 10 damage, reduced to 5 because you're raging, as it
Okay.
basically got this free extra bonus on you.
Okay.
And you are now prone, and it is melee attacking you, so it has advantage.
Okay.
So it rolls its attacks once again. And
Wait, so did he not get his attack at all?
no, he did get his attack. He missed the first one with a natural 1, and then he got his second attack, which did 17 damage. He did 20 damage
And
that
then I
round.
did the fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that extra thing happened because he
I'm
had a
ready.
natural ones. All right, but you just definitely got
Still learning
hit.
how to do the.
Yeah, that would definitely be hits. Okay.
Okay.
Because that's a not a nat 20, but yeah, that is well more than 16. So, once again, one of these and two of these, and you take an additional 20 damage, reduced to 10 because you're raging.
Okay.
As it digs its claws further into you and bites down harder right on your shoulder. And I mean, you can feel the muscles right here in your trapezius as the fibers are separating at the crush of this thing's beak.
Okay. I'm going to use an unarmed strike against it at this point because I'm on the ground, right? I can't use my great axe.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, I can. Cool.
Yeah, this is 5e, man. A little different.
All right. Cool. All right. 24 on the first hit.
Yeah,
And-
that'll do it.
19 on the second hit.
Okay.
The first damage roll I got is 11 plus 2, so
Yeah.
13. And then...
All right there, Nick. Show me what you got.
Is it... And then my next one is 9 plus
Oh, no, you killed
2,
it.
so 11.
Show me what you got.
Oh, cool.
Describe how you killed this thing.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm just going to plunge my great axe right into its throat and try to rip it across as I try to grab it off my body.
Okay, and you managed to do it as your axe cuts through. It actually catches in the spine, and it pushes the body off of you.
Oh.
And you are now covered in... You look like a Jackson Pollock painting of owlbear blood all over you.
Sexy.
Yeah. But you have defeated this owlbear.
Yeah.
Right on.
Could have
And,
made friends with it.
and you're now pretty sure that you've actually got a pretty good pelt that'll... these things aren't common. So someone could probably would give you a decent amount of money for something like this.
Right on. Okay, I guess I'm gonna pick it up and carry it on my back. I don't know how heavy this thing is, but I count as a large creature.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're a Goliath. I'm pretty sure you can lift this large monstrosity. Blah blah blah. What's your strength score?
Strength score is 17 plus 3.
Yeah, just 17. So.
Oh, just 17.
Yeah. So yeah, lift, carry, drag. You can do approximately... I'll just do this because it's an easy way to figure it out. Yeah, you can carry like 500 pounds, so I'll say that you can carry him, because lift, your actual like drag is double that, so that's like 1,000 pounds.
Reminding me.
So you can actually manhandle this thing and get it back to the city.
Right on.
And you actually get it back into town about a half hour before everyone else is done with their shopping.
Cool. Is there a place to wash off outside?
Not really outside. I mean, you could go down to the river's edge. You are in Bennett's Bridge, which is a bridge town. You could go down to the river's edge and try to clean up there if you wanted.
And scare a bunch of people with a bunch of blood dripping down the river.
Hold on one second.
That, or I can just, I'll wait until you guys get back. I'll just stand out front of the hotel so you guys can watch the owlbear while I go wash.
All right. So, you head into town and go meet up with everyone. You see Zeroth carting around this massive creature. And he's got a big old grin on his face, which you can clearly see the white teeth through the the red mask of blood that is all over him.
See, Eurydice would be fine with this. Me? I want to make friends with every animal I see, so this hurts.
Ah.
Diana's just gonna look at Zeroth and just be like, I don't know when.
Oh, so you went hunting?
Yes.
Is the thing?
An owl bear.
Now, is it a bear made of owls or an owl made of bears?
I think it's a weird crossbreed.
Just gonna look at Prim slowly. Can you do that?
All right.
Oh, do we?
Eurydice is just staring at Zeroth, and she's just like, "Did you do something with your hair?"
Oh my god.
She's gonna look at it though, and she's just gonna be like, "So, do we keep the meat and sell the pelt?"
Yes.
I am so not touching that.
I didn't ask you to.
Hey,
Just watch the carcass because I need to go wash this off.
That's a nasty one.
we'll watch the giant bloody bony thing.
All right.
My
So,
question is, how much can this pelt sell for with how damaged it is?
well, it's only really damaged in the front. And
I cut its throat.
yeah, and
That's
and,
normally where you cut it.
and you hit it a couple times in the front. So it's not going to be a complete pelt. It's going to, it's got some damage to it in the front. But
That's what I was gonna say.
but it's so freaking large that you're still going to, just the amount of hide that you're getting off this.
How much would it sell for?
Let's see. I will say, because you have probably hunted in the past, when times were lean when it came to mercenary things, that you might know. I would say give me a survival check to see.
A survival check?
Yeah. And do remember you have advantage if you want to use
got
it.
a
the form of an
17.
owlbear.
A 17? Okay. Just judging based on the size and the damage that you did do to it, you figure this hide, you could probably get about 100 gold for it. If it hadn't been damaged in the front, if and the throat not slit, so that someone could make an owl bear skin rug, so to speak, without the damaged parts. You figure you could maybe get 150 to maybe even 200 if it hadn't been damaged.
Okay.
We would have had a
How damaged is the face?
The face not so much, but the throat is just decimated. I mean, it's basically
Can you make a
the head.
mask out of it?
The head is hanging on by the spine. That's the only thing holding it together.
All right. I want to keep the head, and we're gonna sell the rest of the the sellable pelt, and we're gonna sell half the meat and then keep the rest.
All right. If you're selling half the meat, that'll give you another, say, 15 gold.
Okay.
So you could probably get 115 out of it in total.
Sweet.
Is cleaning up. Do you still have your identify?
Yes.
Can Diana ask Zeke to look at the heart?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you can ask him.
Okay. So apparently I float.
Oh, you do?
According to her.
Jacob will look over to Eurydice. Alright, so what caused that?
The music.
The music.
Because music
this,
makes
and
you
she's
lose
gonna hold up
control.
her heart. She's gonna hold up her heart and be like, the thing is, this is only supposed to make illusions.
He's just going to take the harp. I'm gonna I have lots of things I'm doing today, so I will look at it. I finish up this thing, and he's gonna hold the.
Okay, well, you do that. I'm gonna tinker with it.
Okay. So while you guys are doing that, this is a hold on. This is a perfect time for us to pause for a second and do our giveaway. So for everyone who has been waiting for it, thank you so much for your patience. I hope you've been enjoying what's going on so far, and I hope you will stick around after the giveaway to continue to enjoy. And oh, we lost someone. Oh, they're back.
I was gonna order food, and then I realized by turning my camera off, it fucks up your order. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm waiting for it to
It'll come back in a
switch
second.
on them.
But, okay, so here's the giveaway. Once again, this giveaway is open to anyone. In it, you are going to win one of our official TOGG dice bags. One of the official TOGG dice bags. And a set of the silver and metal, silver, and purple sparkly metal dice. The keyword for this giveaway, type in once and only once. It does not care about capital or lowercase, so just type in owlbear. OWLBEAR. So go ahead and type that in for your entry into the giveaway.
Why do you hurt me this way?
Because I am evil.
You.
Right, a couple things defending an owlbear.
Oh, yeah!
That stinks. Didn't think Eurydice doesn't care.
Ooh, thunder out there. All right, and we will allow that to stew for a little bit so that anybody... exactly, don't hurt me no more. We will allow that to stew for a little bit so that anybody who's a little bit slow on their typing can catch up. Again, the keyword is owlbear. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Let's see. Yep, looks like we've got those there. Okay. Alright, so while that is stewing in the background. Alright. So, Eurydice, you were about to say something before we paused to start the giveaway.
Eurydice is actually gonna split off from the group.
Mm-hmm.
And she's gonna go back into the marketplace.
Okay.
But this time she's gonna find the instead of stealing from the person with the most coins in their bag. This time, she's gonna look for the person who has the most stuff on them.
Okay. That's fairly easy to see compared to trying to figure out who's got the most coins. So just roll a perception check.
Love these.
14.
Okay. Yeah, you see someone walking around the market. Or you see several people, but you see someone who seems to have quite a bit of stuff on them. They've got a large backpack. Looks like they're carrying, maybe some other stuff in their hands. Maybe they were shopping. Maybe they're, bringing supplies to a shop or taking from. You don't know, but they've got quite a bit of stuff that they are lugging around.
Okay. How do I want to do this?
That looks dope.
What?
Please make that into a hood. That would be the shit.
Nice, that would be.
Imagine that thing running at full speed on the battlefield.
Oh gosh, yes.
Not bloody of a
That's why
Goliath.
we need one as a friend.
Yeah, they're talking.
Terrifying.
They're talking about a picture that they posted in our Discord conversation of the owl bear. If you want to see it, you can always join our Discord here. And why don't you go ahead and post that in the image share? So that way you can see the picture they were talking about.
So Eurydice is gonna bump into this person.
Okay.
She's shoving them towards an alley.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna have you do 2 checks. One is gonna be a wisdom check to see if you can time it right.
Okay.
And the other is going to be a sleight of hand to see if you can pull it off as being an oopsie to anyone else who's walking around who sees it.
I heard that. It's not normal bear, it's a red.
Good.
14.
That's your wisdom check?
Yes.
Okay, so roll your sleight of hand.
And 13.
Okay. All right. So you manage to kind of bump into them and knock them, kind of sidestepping funnily down one of the alleyways that's kind of between some of the backs of booths that, you know, not really too many people go back there.
And Eurydice is gonna follow them and immediately stab them in the back.
Okay. Roll an attack.
Yeah.
22.
Okay.
See?
All right. Yeah. Not too hard to hit a commoner, so you don't really even need to roll damage because you just slayed this person.
Good.
They're almost buried under their junk.
Good. And then Eurydice is gonna rifle out through all their junk to see if she can find anything valuable.
Okay. All right. How long are you gonna spend doing that?
She's
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Okay.
Oh, like that.
All right. There's one and
Knowing something's magical essences is
2.
Yeah.
Oh, same exact rolls. Okay.
yeah, that's what I mean.
All right. Oh wait.
Rings.
I'm going to use my DM advantage.
Oh, curse ye, chat!
Yo.
All right. Where is that? I'm going to use my DM advantage. No, Eurydice does not have advantage. Right now, Zeroth, Rhogar, and Jacob are the ones with advantage. I am using my advantage, so I can roll that again.
Traitor!
Evil.
My bit.
And damn you, dice.
That's from
All right, the dice have failed me even with advantage.
Hey.
You think you got away with no one noticing.
With murder.
Yep, and I want you to roll. You know, we're gonna settle what you find out of game because I'm gonna have you roll on a table of different things, and I'm gonna have to set that up to see
well,
what.
The thing is, I was gonna find a couple of the things and like kind of give them to the demon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you don't find anything super special, but go ahead and roll a percentile dice.
$71.
Okay. In total, you find 71 gold pieces worth of stuff.
Okay.
Some of it's, you know, some fine cloth that was, you know, like rolled up, that, you know, part of the stuff they were carrying.
Like
Some little, yeah, some little like silver cups, and like a set of like silver cups and spoons and stuff like that. You know, a couple other little pieces of things that you think are valuable. Most of the rest is just kind of random textile type stuff.
Okay.
I'm getting feedback from somebody here. I'm getting feedback off somebody.
That might be me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. I have to use the mic on my laptop because of...
Just turn, if you can, just turn my volume down a little bit out of your speakers. That way it doesn't pick it up as much.
What's that?
Let's see. That's better.
Better.
A little better. All right, good.
Eurydice's gonna take the nicer stuff and kind of quickly draw a symbol in the ground with the blood of the dead person, and just say, like, put them in the circle symbol thing. Say a couple words, and then just have it like sacrifice to the demon.
Okay. All right.
And then she'll draw the symbol on the dude and be like, "You're a sacrifice too, buddy."
All right.
And
then
do the same thing for him.
Okay.
And she's gonna pull the body back into the alleyway and hide it as best she can, probably like in like a crate or something.
Okay. All right. So you're leaving the stuff in a painted symbol in blood circle in the
I
alleyway?
would think that it would disappear because it was a sacrifice to God or my demon.
I know. I'm just saying you're putting it there, right? That's where you put it. Okay. As you are dragging the body away, you notice over your shoulder the symbol flares up with flames momentarily.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's gone. All the items are gone, but a very thin layer of ash in the exact shape of the symbol is still there. You also see the body start to ignite while you're holding it.
Okay, time to go. Run off.
And then it's a brief flash of flame, and then there is a pile of ash just sitting there, kind of in the shape of a dead body laying on the ground.
I'm so sorry, guys.
It's like it's silhouette.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so let's go to this contest real quick. We've got our participants in it. This will be last call for anyone who wants to be in the contest. The keyword is Owlbear, OWLBEAR. Type it in once and only once into chat in order to participate in the contest. And then we are about to see who our winner is. And because of the delay for chat, I'm going to wait just a couple more seconds. All right, let's... Okay, so... Gonna give it a countdown. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rolling it. And it looks like Asian Baja won the giveaway. Congratulations, Asian Baja. All right. I will be sending you a whisper here in a moment.
Talkie walkie. Court.
Alright, and I will type that in a moment. So, while you guys are now kind of done with stuff in general for the evening, is there any last minute things you want to do before you kind of head back to the hotel and call it an evening?
Well, Eurydice is gonna quickly find somewhere like where she can go to like a bathroom and like wash off her hands and stuff.
Okay.
And then she'll come up with the group just like, "Hey guys," just like super chill.
Can Diana try to smell the blood on her?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Can Zeryl's blood overpower the scent of the blood that's on her?
Well, I thought you were washing it off already.
Yeah, it's iron still lingers.
24.
Yeah, you can smell some blood.
Diana's just gonna look at her and go, do I want to know or do I need to know?
I mean, if we start traveling together, you'll probably need to know, but not right now, so.
Should I be concerned?
For my safety? No.
For ours?
No.
Okay, let me rephrase this. Is there a chance we're gonna get arrested?
Probably.
It's just arrested.
Where's the body?
Gone.
You left no traces.
What do you mean gone?
Went up in flames.
Is this about the demon you told me about at the bar?
Hey.
It's a long story.
Okay.
No body, no items, no blood splatters. You hit all of it.
Well, I hadn't sacrificed anything in like a while, so
Does it have to be people?
It kind of makes sense.
sometimes, if it's like not stuff, then he wants either live and information is here to sacrifice.
Okay, so let me phrase it this way. Is there a way we can do sit at items and not kill the person?
Probably.
At least not while in giant towns with a lot of guards.
Well, thing is, he's like he just, give me a minute. I gotta think of the demon.
Think of the demon. I thought it was green.
I will say, Rhogar would go looking for a temple during all this murder that was happening.
You would go look for a temple, you said?
Heck yeah.
So let me get this
Let me
straight.
see who they
You just
were.
killed somebody and sacrificed their body. He killed a giant owl bear. I'm apparently levitating, and he's selling magic. What else am I missing?
Rhogar's not here.
I'm not doing
I
anything
wonder
bad,
if
you
part of
guys
me feels
don't
like it
worry.
would be better off if we never questioned Rhogar.
Probably.
The dude is on a path to become a god.
I wouldn't say dog.
King first, then I'll work my way out through, love.
So, murder baby, blind owl, whatever the fuck Zeroth is at the moment. Somebody trying to become a god. Am I the only normal person?
Not normal.
Yeah, who
You
said
are
you were
so not normal.
Who said you were normal? Liar.
You are far from normal.
Exactly what it sounds like.
I am literally the only one with a moral compass at the moment.
I have a moral compass.
What's
You literally
wrong
just
about
killed
hunting?
somebody in an alleyway.
Saying that she doesn't have a moral. The different ones.
Random cold-blooded murder kind of means no
If I don't
moral.
sacrifice anybody to him or anything, I don't have my magic.
Okay, hence my question. Do you have to kill the person, or can we just get items and call it good?
I don't know. Keep her dead body is.
What?
I don't know.
So you're just doing things you think you're supposed to be doing without actually being told what to do?
I mean, it worked.
She's a baby warlock. Leave her alone. isn't experimented.
I would say this, that Eurydice, you would know that when you did this, and when you've done this in the past, that when the items flared up and were obviously accepted as a sacrifice, you felt your strength kind of almost like you were a little bit energized. When the body went up, you felt like you just drank a 5-hour energy followed by a Red Bull chaser.
Oh God, okay. Yeah, he really likes dead bodies.
Okay, here's the thing though. We can't be leaving a trail of dead bodies to every city we go to.
Okay, then I won't leave a trail.
I mean,
Okay, let me ask you this. If we use people who attack us first, does that still count?
I mean, that actually might work really well. If I can, okay, if I get to if I get to sacrifice whoever I kill in our fights, I will take that as a fun.
And you'll stop killing random civilians?
I'll try.
My fucking demon daddy doesn't ask for blood.
So, again, you use the people we fight, and not random civilians.
so basically all of the path, yeah?
Yeah.
That's a lot of
Members?
people.
Like, take Phaela's situation, for example. Obviously, we're not going to kill the prisoners.
I didn't say the path prisoners, I said the path. The prisoners aren't a part of the path. Doesn't make sense.
It's...
I get what you're saying. Problem is, we're not gonna have a lot of time to stop and ask everyone their story.
Well, no shit, Sherlock.
Phaela, frankly, got lucky.
I was in a mood.
Yeah, and I would have stabbed her, which would have ended the situation.
Yeah, that requires you to not die first.
I would have stabbed her if I had not heeded your word and tied her up. So this is your fault, and it's your fault I nearly died.
Wasn't my fault you got stabbed from behind.
Because I was distracted by tying her up.
Pretty sure that's not how it works.
Alright, so Rhogar, you were gonna go look for a temple.
Yes.
I assume a temple of Palor, or does any random temple?
I mean, if I spot a
How do I whisper?
temple of Palor, then yeah,
Okay, because...
I'll stop in there.
Yeah, that's the same person.
Okay, you actually, as you're walking around, you see a couple buildings that poke up over the shorter house structures and things like that. A couple of them in the distance along this wide, long bridge that look very temple-like. Kind of hard to tell which is which from here, because there's other buildings blocking some of it. But as you kind of get closer, heading that general direction, you actually come to kind of a square, almost like a town square. There seems to be several of these along the bridge, just like a gathering area for people. And you see one of the pathways going to your left, to the side of the, one side of where the bridge would be, is going right to one of these temples, and the other one is basically across on the other side, pretty much directly opposite. And you can get a nice view down the pathways now, and you see that one of them is a temple of Palor. The other one is actually a temple of, what's his name? I gotta double check. Nerul, that's his name.
I happen to know who the Temple of Nerul is.
That is an excellent question.
Because Christian does not know for sure. I've never heard of this person.
Yes, well, Nerul Give me a religion check.
A 5.
Okay. You've heard the name.
Okay.
You know that this is not something you would expect to see in a city like this, but this, apparently, all faiths must be tolerated because Nerul, the one thing you know about him besides the name, is that he is evil. And there is a fairly decent sized temple. It is not as big as the Temple of Pelor, but it's still pretty decent size.
Against my better judgment, I will reach into my my armor, pull up my holy symbol of Pelor, and wear it proudly on my chest. It's supposed to be a amulet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'll wear my amulet on my chest, and I'll take like a deep breath in, and then just walk into Pelor's church. Yep.
Okay, so you're going into Pelor's. All right.
Yep.
All right. So as you enter through the very, very large, like 2-story tall double doors that open up before you, you come into the entryway of the church, and before you is the nave, which is this vast open space. The part right in front of you actually contains a fountain and a lot of space where you see, even at this hour, which it is now getting into the evening, there are quite a few parishioners who are, milling around in that area. Some seem to be heading over towards, like, confessional type booths. Others are, talking in hushed, reverent tones to each other, or with some of the clergy that are there. And then further on in your vision, as you look further into the nave, you see pews lined up, many of them all in rows, facing a grand altar. And up at the altar, you see a few clergymen who are, some lighting candles, some, seem to be like doing some cleaning or dusting, just kind of duties of the church to take care of the structure itself and to show proper reverence.
We'll approach one of the clergy.
Okay. You come right up to one of them and you see him, and he's like, Paladin, it is good to see you. What can we do for you this evening?
There's a few things that I might need in my travels, in bringing the light to the world. It seems that I'm running a bit low on coins, so I was wondering if, you could help me out. I am definitely willing to do my part. I'm pretty sure there's some ill people in the town that, a paladin as myself, I can mend their wounds and remove any illnesses that they might have. All for Pelor, of course.
Well, of course. We have many that come to seek the light of Pelor and his healing touch. In fact, right this way, if you will.
Yes, lead me.
He actually leads you to the side of the church where there's another set of large double doors that opens up to the outside and to a pathway that is covered and leads to what looks like kind of a meditation garden.
Okay.
And out there are a few of the priests, a few of the clergy, who seem to have a small line of parishioners who are kind of approaching them one at a time, and they're, looking at them and basically performing, healing duties, and the parishioners are offering what they can to go to the church. And he says, if you wish to help, please, we always can use more with Pelor's healing touch.
And the money issue, do not worry, the Church of Pelor in the North Cut will cover all my expenses. We'll, of course, send the money back. I have a document that states this. I just need to make sure that I can continue my journey.
Well, by all means, just please have a seat. Perform
Thank you.
perform
Crack.
perform your duties as one in the light, and then we will work out the particulars later.
Yes, blessings. Then I will call forth some people.
Okay. So you have a seat.
Burn all my spell points.
You have a seat in this meditation garden near some of the other clergy, and some of the others, seeing another member of the church who seems to be waving them forward, gladly kind of hop out of the back of the line and fill in to a new line. And so you said you spend like all your healing points?
Yeah, I would use, I have, healing hands, I have, lay on hands, I have, my healing light.
Okay.
And then all my, cure wounds.
Okay.
Do I have lesser restoration? Let me see. I don't have lesser restoration.
So you're gonna burn through everything as needed.
Yeah.
Okay.
To help the commoners of the lands.
Okay. So it takes, a little bit of time to, it's one of those things. You've definitely seen this done before in, your younger days back in the cuts.
When you believed.
When you truly believed.
I believe in something.
Yes, and you know that it's not just a matter of, here, come here, heal, here, come here, heal. It's one of those things where it's really more about listening to the person and their troubles, their sorrows, and what ails them, and bringing them peace of mind, and then getting rid of what physically ails them. As it's almost like a ritual, and you see that it's happening, on either side of you, and kind of going around this meditation garden, that everyone's doing it. It's so there, there's a good 10-15 minutes for each patient, so to speak, as you listen to them, you reassure them, and then eventually you use your gifts to heal them. And so this go ahead.
A few of the people that I'm healing, I will how would I bring this up? I don't actually have a church. Yeah, well, I mean, well, they can't really go to where I live. it's cordoned off. Yeah, a few of the people I would just, that look able-bodied, I would, ask them, the next time I'm in town, I would, it'd be very helpful if I could find them to call upon them, because, Pelor's light has, shined on their faces to reveal them to me for a reason.
Okay.
AKA, I'm gonna eventually try to convert some people.
Okay, so you spend a little more time with them and go through that, which kind of, by the time you are all done doing that and the healing and everything, it is for you, this is now well into the evening. This is 10, 11 o'clock at night. And what happens is when you finish, the clergyman that you spoke to before, he approaches you, and he takes the collection that there was a communal collection tray that was set before. He takes that, and he has you walk with him back into the nave of the church. And he says, "So you mentioned you were in need of funds. How much is it that you need, brother?"
This is going to sound outrageous, but 500 would cover me to the next town. I'm pretty sure where I can go give whatever I don't use to the common folk that might need it, who need a little bit of light in their life.
500? That is quite a sum.
Yes.
I don't know that we can spare quite that much.
Any will do.
However, wait here. He hustles off, and then a few minutes later he comes back. In his hand he has a pouch, and in his other hand he seems to have what looks like a rolled up scroll. Comes over to you and he says, "This is all we can afford right now." And then he unrolls the scroll and he says, "Please sign here your commission of the church. In your duties you have requested the aid of funds, and that such funds will be returned in due time, as such is his Paler's will."
I will take out the pen, or whatever, they handed me a quill,
Yeah.
and I will quickly remember the name that Rhogar goes by when he does little things like this, and I will sign Mike Goodwind. There we go. That's a
Okay.
normal name.
Okay.
I do have documents for the said person.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, you are a forger, so I wouldn't doubt it. So then he rolls the scroll up, and he hands you a bag, and eventually I'm sure you go and look in it. There's 300 in there.
Blessings of the divine.
And you've
by any chance-
basically just requisitioned funds from the church.
Yeah.
And again, this is something you would have. You might not have done it yourself because in the past, well, your family didn't really have a need to do that. You were fine, but you know that members of the church, paladins in particular, being that their job is really to go out and spread the word on the front lines and to battle creatures and all that, that they oftentimes will requisition funds from the church, and they will pay it back when they can. There really is no time limit on it, but it is an honor thing, and it's something that they, I don't want to have to borrow this money, but I need to, and I'm going to pay it back as soon as I am able. And the signature is just really more just for tracking purposes of the church that, hey, we spent 300 going to one of our paladins, so so that's really all it is.
Yeah. And then, Rhogar's feeling generous. He will look to the clergyman and be like, do you happen to have a spare room? I mean, I'm not planning to leave the town for another day or two, so I'm more than willing to help out tomorrow as well.
Oh, well, excellent. Of course, we would more than welcome the help.
Yes. Well, I am quite tired now. That was very draining on me. So nervous. I have to see chats going.
All right, so does anyone else have anything left that they'd like to do before they call it an evening?
Other than I'm just doing the trying to do the transcribing of Crown of Madness.
Okay.
And then Diana's gonna be hounding you about the fucking identify.
I have to do the Crown of Madness first, and then the identify.
Okay. So you guys work on that. Then you do eventually all turn in for the evening.
Are we still gonna help the thing with Zeroth to get the pelt sold and then?
Well, yes, but it's when he got back, you guys were basically just coming back from the shops, and it was getting later in the evening.
Okay.
So that's something that he's gonna have to, properly butcher the animal, skin it, and all that, and then probably take it to a shop the next day, because they're all gonna have been closed by the time he gets all that done.
That's what I was planning to do.
Yep, that's what I figured. So, morning comes.
Would somebody
Oh,
be
yes.
willing to heal me though?
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Well, you're gonna get a long rest. So
Okay.
that'll heal you up. So yes, you guys get a long rest. So mark that D&D Beyond so that you can get all your abilities and hit points and all that back. It is now the next day, and I believe this is actually the evening where Rhogar, during the evening of this day, is where you were supposed to meet up with the members of the Path who gave you that cryptic clue last time. Oh, I think you're muted.
Oh, I sure am muted. I was stretching earlier. But yeah, it is the night.
Yep.
I'll have to make sure not to burn that many spells.
All right.
Diana actually is gonna ask Rhogar what he did yesterday.
Oh,
Now
I
that
slept at the
everybody's
church.
Oh, you slept
I
at the
slept
church?
at the church.
Okay, so he's
Yeah.
so he's at the church still. You guys haven't seen him. When you wake up in the morning, he's not there.
Does Hey Yuri, I have a question.
It's Eurydice, but yeah, sure, what?
Still gonna call you Yuri.
Just say Eurydice. It's not hard.
Never.
Hey Yuri, you want to go get some stolichnaya and tie one on, eh?
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
Pathetically speaking.
Okay.
How much easier would it be for you to do your little pickpockety thing if you had something small, cute, and adorable to either distract and or annoy said target?
Probably easier.
Well, Rhogar has something he's still doing tonight to help with the plan to help Bayella. Zeroth plans on going to sell the pelt. Jacob has the magic stuff he's doing.
Oh, I was thinking I could follow Rhogar, and like hide up in the roofs. Keep an eye on him. Yeah, keep an eye on him. Make sure he doesn't die.
Keep an eye on him. Yes. That's the thing.
I'm not gonna murder him.
I didn't say that. That
You
is.
heavily implied that, Jacob.
I didn't imply murder of any kind.
Can you at least try to promise me you won't kill any civilians?
Yet.
Yeah, I got my sacrifice in, so I'm fine.
So no
I'm Gucci
random
today.
cold-blooded murder.
I think I've only got to do it like the sacrifice like once a week, so
Okay, so it's just
Really
a
need
once
to
a week
go
quota.
over Your
Once a
contract
week.
with this demon. You really gotta.
Store a couple guys in a bag of holding, pull them out once a week. Here, stab. Okay, you know.
So, I guess I'm with you today.
Oh,
Oh, that reminds me. Diana's going to dig through her bag and pull out the new robes and throw them at Jacob's face and just go, for the love of God, take off the dirty ones.
no. Okay, well then, I will not have clothes.
Where are the new robes?
I'll wear them. We are done with. We're literally about to go in to fight. Why would I wear something brand new just to get it ruined?
Because that's the point of buying it.
No,
Your old ones are literally falling apart.
and they can continue to fall apart after this
Just
battle.
put on the new robe.
After the battle.
Oh my god.
You're just
Anyway.
standing there watching this.
Anyway,
I'm still looking at you guys like, what the heck?
Did you figure anything about the harp?
did I figure anything about the harp?
Did you use your identify on it?
I did.
Okay. So, when you cast Identify on it, you find out that what she has is actually called an Anstruth harp.
Okay.
This is actually a pretty powerful item. However, it needs to be attuned, and this one in particular, it seems like it's not attuning in the normal way that you would expect an item to attune to someone. Otherwise, she would have already been attuned to it and known it. It seems like it's got some kind of special criteria.
Right?
But when you're attuned to it, you do know what it can do, and you explain to Diana that, well, once you're attuned to this thing, apparently you can. It's got charges in it that you can spend, and one of them does cure wounds. One of them does at a first level.
I read the description of it.
I'm looking at it right now.
It can go up.
Yeah, it can go up to 5th level. One charge is first level.
Oh, okay, that's how it works. Thank you.
Yeah. It can do...
Wait, that makes no sense.
Yeah, it's kind of confusing the way it looks. You
Because
actually have... You
Each
actually...
level's
Yeah,
I only have 7.
I know. You actually have to go to the... the full description as opposed to the one that just shows up on the side one on your D&D Beyond sheet. It makes it a little easier to see. But it says you basically can cast... you can use an action to play the instrument and cast one of its spells. Okay. It's got the following spells: Fly, Invisibility, Levitate, Protection from Evil and Good, Control Weather, Cure Wounds, and Wall of Thorns. And once it's been used to cast a spell, it can't be used to cast that spell again until the next dawn. Okay? Yeah. So, it seems like the side note one is a little bit off the way it's listed. I think as far as like the levels, they're just listing the level of the spell itself, what level it's at, and not what it does. Like, it casts it at 5th level, Cure Wounds, but what it means by like one charge, each spell really has one charge. Basically, you can use that spell once per day, period. But it's all of those things: Control Weather, Cure Wounds, Fly, Invisibility, Levitate, Protection from Evil and Good, and Wall of Thorns. but that's not going to happen until you are attuned to it.
Yeah, so
Yep.
after the session, I'm going to talk to you more on that later, because I went to the actual full description of the item,
So did I.
and it's not explaining the multiple charges for a higher spell slot thing.
I was just explaining that just now.
Yeah, I know, but it's not.
Basically, all it is that
it's
Cure Wounds would take first level would take one charge.
Well, actually, no. It's listing it weird in D&D Beyond when you look at it through the small notes where you look at it from the character sheet, because all it's doing is saying there what level the actual spell is. Like, the Cure Wounds is a first level spell. Yeah. The description says that you cast it at fifth. Yeah. The description says that it casts that one at 5th level.
Thank you. Sorry. I know it's annoying to explain things to me multiple times.
No, that's okay. That's okay. And as I was saying, with the charges, all it's really saying is you can cast each of those spells once per day, period. So, like, if you used it to cast Cure Wounds, you can't use it to cast Cure Wounds again that day.
Yeah.
Period. Okay. Now that that's settled.
Yeah. So Diana, she's just gonna look at Jacob and go, so I have to be attuned to it. How do I attune to it?
Well, the thing is, I don't know for this item. Normally, it's fairly simple. You just kind of sit there with it and focus. You have magical capabilities running through you, so it's not hard. But, this item seems to be different in the way that its tuning works.
Well, to be fair, my old caravan leader told me that it was just a normal illusion heart, so... The library in the town?
Probably. I don't know. Didn't specifically look for a library this time.
Where's the map?
It's in the room.
I don't have the map.
So it's in the room?
Yeah.
Okay. Can Diana try to pinpoint a library on the map?
Yeah. Roll wisdom.
Give me a second. This was her strong suit. Oh, I got a 3.
Okay.
Natural
Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
3.
Yep. You're not really good at. You're not really good at reading city maps. That's not your thing. Okay, so.
It's on the room.
Well, you guys have 2 rooms. He's probably in the one that he paid for.
Yeah.
Just went up. That's just funny.
Can I have Zeke help, please?
Mm-hmm.
My bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not my character. I can't roll.
Bitch. That's fine. Just go to your sheet.
Yeah.
It would be a +2.
Okay.
Mm.
So your wisdom. That is a 15 for Jacob's wisdom roll for that.
Okay. So, yeah, you're able to point one out. It's like, no, right there.
If you were kind of close.
I wasn't.
Oh,
You are on the southwestern side. It's the northeast. Opposite. Yeah. I get it's confusing.
Tired.
Is Eurydice
Anyway.
still there?
go ahead.
Ulysses.
Go ahead.
Is Eurydice still there?
Sure. I mean, you guys basically just woke up.
Okay, so she's just watching these two, like, and she's gonna be like, "Aw, young love." Bye, guys.
You
I'm
have.
gonna go scope out the spot where Rhogar is supposed to meet the
I was
dudes.
like, don't you have a paladin to track?
Do your own thing, weirdo.
I'm gonna go try to see if I can find the blacksmith in town. See if I can get that hide sold, and to see if I can get the head tanned to make
Okay.
it into a hood.
All right. So you head out. You go to the market area, and sure enough, you see a smith. And you go in and inquire with him about this.
Okay.
And he says, well, I think you're really looking more for like a tanner. You might want to try over there. Might want to try Sam.
Alright.
And he points and looks down a little ways and says, just follow your nose. You can't miss the smell of a tannery.
All right. I guess I'm gonna head over there.
All right. So you walk down, and sure enough, there is definitely a stench in the air as you get closer and closer, and it seems like it's like away from all the other shops and areas. And the houses kind of around it, they're kind of run down. It seems like that only people who have to have a place to shelter and don't have any money to get any place better are the ones that are living there, because damn, it kind of stinks. But you finally get there, and you see a guy. He seems to be working with a hide on it, kind of like shaving it down, stretching it. And he says, what do you want?
I'm here to sell this hide
What
and
the?
to see if possibly you could make this into a hood.
He takes a look at it and goes, motherfucker! And grabs grabs the hide, picks it up, takes a look at it, goes, damn! I ain't seen one of these in a long time.
I killed it just yesterday. I was hunting a bear and not attacked it.
What do you want for it?
Just think about 100 for it.
He takes a second, kind of examines it a little bit. Runs his hands kind of through the fur and the feathers. Looks at the front of it, kind of looks at some of the holes. It's like this clearly is like a javelin hole, and looking at, okay, there's a slash through here. The head, I assumed you removed the head completely and are carrying that separate, or?
Yeah, it's in my hand.
Okay. Alright! You got yourself a deal, motherfucker! Puts his hand out.
Shake his hand.
Alright.
Kill him.
And then he throws it over his shoulder. Goes over to the corner, opens up a little chest that he's got, pulls out bag, looks at it, puts a couple more coins in it. Yep, that's right. Brings it over to you, tosses it to you. Says, there you go. Anything else?
Question for you. Could you show me how to tan hide?
How much time you got?
Probably just for today, maybe. I'm a fast learner.
What do you plan on doing with that head?
I was planning to turn it into a hood. I was actually hoping you could train me and I would practice on this, and if I screw it up, well, I screw it up.
I'll tell you what. I ain't had an assistant in a long time. You do exactly as I say. Put in a solid day's work. And I'll help you turn that motherfucker into a hood for your head.
All I'm hearing
Got a deal.
militia from Infamous 2.
Alright.
See, I'm carrying the Bayou waterbenders from Avatar.
Here.
And he's like, what do I call you, by the way?
Zeroth.
Nice to meet you. Name's Sam. Sam Jackson.
Dimitri-san.
I would.
I don't get it, but I understand that there's probably a reference going on.
There is. English motherfucker, do you speak it?
Yep. And then he sets you to work on moving some wood from a pile into this, like right underneath this large vat of really nasty smelling bubbling liquid that you're kind of feeding a fire. And he goes over, he shows you, he lifts some of the wood up, and a snake slithers out, and he goes, I am sick and tired of these motherfucking snakes in my motherfucking wood pile. I'm sorry, I had to.
Oh my god.
Please tell me he gets the Avengers together at some point.
Yes, he does have an eye patch. No.
Glowing.
or he
Alright.
he's thrown out of the window by some very important political figure.
Alright. So he puts you to work, and he keeps you occupied for most of the day, and then later on, as it starts to get late afternoon, that's where he pulls you away from the task he had you doing, and he says, okay, let's see that head, and he starts showing you how to turn that into an actual tanned hood. And,
Okay.
And he's showing, and he says you're gonna need to do this stuff to it, and you're gonna have to stretch it, leave it in the sun. You're gonna have to do that for a good solid day or so, and you can do it on the road. You just gotta have to stretch it out, and then you have to take the scraping knife to scrape it down to help stretch. Help it to cure, all this kind of, and he goes through it. He says, it'll probably take you a good couple days, but if you just do this properly, follow these steps, then it should be good.
Right on.
Alright. So, Rhogar, you are waking up at the church.
Not familiar to me at all. Yeah, I will spend about I have 6 of them. I'll spend about 4 hours
Okay.
just helping out the common folk, because I do care about the common folk.
Okay.
And I'll just burn 4 healing lights.
Alright. Sounds good. Okay.
Yeah, then I guess after that I would I would head back to the inn, just because I haven't seen these guys in almost 24 hours now.
And just kind of check in.
Like, hey, what's up, you guys? I'm going to love it tonight.
I don't think Eurydice would actually go scope it out until it gets closer to dark.
Okay.
Yeah.
For most of the day, she's just I think she'd just be lounging around, sharpening a knife.
Okay.
So,
Alright.
I have a question. Would it be
Hold on
possible-
one second. So, which room are you doing it in? Out of the 2 that you guys have?
The original one.
Okay. Alright, good to know. Alright, so...
Wait,
yes.
no. Wait, she's
No,
doing it.
You already
in one-
said. You already said.
No. No.
You already said.
Make sure that she brought Freya, whatever her name is, into the room with her.
Vayla.
Vayla.
I'll give you a 50-50 shot here.
Roll a d20.
What is she trying to do?
Okay.
Trying to make sure that Feyla isn't gone.
Even number.
Vayla has not been seen.
Okay, so
Arrow. Basically.
I give you a 50-50 shot. You apparently decided to go check on Fayella and do your knife sharpening in there.
Yeah.
And while you're in there, she strikes up a conversation with you.
Okay.
And she says, "Where exactly are you from?
Ah, I can't tell.
You're definitely not from Veoneer."
Which kingdom am I from? Because I totally forgot. I don't know how to pronounce it.
You're actually from the city, I believe, is Kuleth Brenflis.
I'm gonna need to write that down in a way I can remember it.
Yeah, let me open
Did I
up
say it right?
Brenflis.
Oh, never mind. I didn't.
You were close though, very close. Right here, other maps.
Oh, it's Renthris?
Yes, Kuleth
Kuleth?
Brenflis.
Almost like breathless,
Yes,
but with a really bad lift.
and the kingdom is Aesteril.
Oh hell no.
Aesteril.
A thrill.
Aesteril.
Everything and everything around them.
Well, Eurydice will say,
You're an asshole. They want revenge.
will you two mute?
That was perfect. Eurydice will say, "You're an asshole." That was awesome. Yeah, it was timing. It was perfect. All right. So you were saying?
Eurydice will say, no idea, but my best guess is Israel. Because I woke up in this.
I know. Well, what I'm saying is like, we could do this.
I'm serious, you guys.
Yeah. Hey, Diana, can you guys mute for a second? Because we're hearing all your conversation right over Eurydice's. So, thank you. All right, go ahead.
My best guess is Isthril. I woke up in Kuleth Benfris.
Okay. She says, I was surprised. I did not hear an Aesteril accent from you.
I don't think I ever had one.
Interesting.
But then again, it's all really foggy, so I could be lying out of my ass. Who knows?
Well, do you suppose we could get something to eat? It has been quite some time since I ate yesterday.
Yeah, sure. She'll untie her and they'll go down to the bar together and get some food and something to drink and all that.
Okay. All right. Now, Diana and Jacob.
Okay, so Diana's gonna look at Jacob and go, so, quick question, do you think it would be better to go to the library and hope to God we can find something about the harp, or should we take it to somebody, no offense, who might be able to see what it needs more than you?
Okay, rude, for one.
What?
Because, I'll put it to you this way. The base spell Identify, which is the way that anyone can know what it... And by the way, it knows a lot of what it can do. It's just not able to say specifically how you attune to it, because it isn't the normal means of attunement.
Okay, so what if said whatever shop we might find might know what the fuck it is?
Well, my guess is if it activated and you could levitate, doesn't that mean you have to be attuned to it in order to access it?
The thing is, this has never happened before.
Well, then why not continue practicing and playing it? Use magic with it. I don't
Okay,
know.
but if it's attunement, and then I suddenly tried to start using what it is, and it turns out I'm not actually attuned to it, the thing could kill me.
I'm not saying use the items that it has in it, just play the harp. Like you've been doing. Has it been doing damage to you?
No.
Okay. Then maybe continue doing that.
To be an ass about it.
Well, you're coming at my case saying that I don't have the ability to do it, and
I
feel
never said
like
you didn't have the ability. I said somebody with more experience.
I see. Oh, it's fine. I totally wasn't trained while I was a literal kid.
Oh yeah, she wants someone more experienced.
Salty.
Anyways, I
So-
need to write, describe things. Is there anything else we need to talk about?
Are you finally gonna change your clothes?
Literally, I already told you. After we finish this next battle, I will change it.
Then can you... Okay. Since apparently I insulted your capabilities, if I play the harp, do you think you could figure out? As I play it,
I'd have to watch it.
but you have something that will let you essentially read the kind of magic that it's using?
No, I don't have that capabilities yet. I can watch it and make a judgment call off of the arcane knowledge I have.
Fine. So, Diana will pull the harp out and try to play it again.
Okay. Roll a performance check.
Well, after pulling out multiple pieces of paper, the parchment, and magical ink to start scribing his ray of enfeeblement down for her, going to stop. Just
19.
watch.
Okay. It's a very good performance. You don't feel that it's as good as the one you did out in front of people, but it is definitely very good. And you start to get a little bit of an idea as you're playing this instrument. A thought creeps into your head, almost as if planted there by the harp itself. You're thinking, this harp deserves a unique composition, a masterpiece, something phenomenal. Perhaps I should write one. That thought enters your head just long enough, and then it is gone.
Well, didn't seem like anything magically crazy happened. It was beautiful.
Your paper.
Why?
I just... Paper. Ink.
Not this.
Do you have something I can use?
Hold on. He's gonna go into his bag. He's going to get out his regular parchment paper and his regular ink.
Mm-hmm.
Going to hand it over. I need this stuff for magic use, okay?
Okay.
You can use this
Then
stuff.
you told me to write something.
Interesting.
Yeah, no.
Hey, what am I doing? Gonna make a, guess I can only make one of, well, no, I can make a stack of papers. I don't know if I can make an ink and stack of papers together.
I'd say sure. Sure, why not? But it's only temporary.
That's true.
Yeah, she needs permanent, so she would have to use your actual.
Well, you can use the paper, but I can give you fake ink.
Wouldn't the ink fade though?
Nope.
When the spell wears off?
It would go away, right? It's just a temporary thing, right?
That's true. Yeah.
I don't know. Did she have ink and paper in her?
Oh,
Stop.
Is that something that you would grab normally as part of your stuff? I mean, you are a bard, right? A musician.
Yeah. But here's the funny thing. She has never considered the idea of writing her own music before. Everything that she knows is based off sounds she has heard from other people.
She plays it by ear.
All right.
So writing something brand new,
I'm gonna say, you know what? 50-50 chance again.
I mean, worst case scenario, I just hand over parchment and ink.
You have paper. You don't have any ink on you.
can I borrow your ink? So, do I write a song?
that would.
Over, how do I write something that's a masterpiece?
You know that what you.
This is more her talking to herself.
Yeah, you would know that what you are trying to do is. I mean, you understand how the music is supposed to be put together. You know, you know, like, you don't have formal training well, actually, you do. You went to a bard college, didn't you?
I think it was the College of Lore?
Yeah. So you would have had at least enough basic formal training in composition. You know, it's kind of like for bards, their general courses in college are like composition, different instruments, singing, acting, you know, just different things like at a base level, and then they go into a specialty. So
Diana, she's actually going to look at Jacob and go, so do you want to sit there and listen to me strum who knows what for God knows how long trying to figure out how to do this, or do you want to go in the other room?
It literally makes no difference. All I'm doing is writing.
Okay. She is going to go poke her head into the other room and look at Eurydice and go, hey, so weird question. Can I get your help with something? You can bring Fayella in if you want.
Sure.
I'm trying to write a song from scratch.
Oh, you're
And
trying
I'd
to
like to put it in.
Oh.
Huh?
Your love for Jacob. I'm gonna sing it through song.
No, I'm trying to get my heart to do what I want it to.
That's a lot less.
You're hard.
Harp?
That's a lot less interesting.
Well, because I have to get attuned to the stupid thing, but apparently the thing wants me to write a masterpiece of the ages.
Yeah, then write a masterpiece of your love to Jacob.
God.
Help me.
Somewhere far away. Denial.
But can the two of you help me? And she'll just point to Eurydice and Fayella.
Yeah, sure. If it's a love song, sure. We'll sit in here and we'll write it and we'll brainstorm things about Jacob that you like about him.
And Diana's just gonna slowly close the door behind her because she had the paper and ink in her hands
Sure.
when she went to go poke her head in. So
Sure.
she's just gonna close the door behind her and just stay in the room with the two of them after that, so that way he hears nothing.
Exactly. There we go.
Okay.
And we don't even have to describe it, Jacob. We can just use a generic two or three and make
Okay.
it a stupid love song.
Okay, now this is something that you know is going to take some time.
Yeah.
And
A while.
so you're working on it now. The early evening is coming, and everyone has, who is out has come back to the hotel. You are all there, and it is starting. Hold on one second. It is starting to get to the point where very soon, Rhogar, you'll have to leave in order to make your meeting in time. Not just yet, but almost.
Then
Okay.
at that point, Eurydice is going to say, I'm going to go stake out the spot where Rhogar is going to be. So
That's fine. My brain hurts. I need a break, and I have to go get your dress.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And that is something you easily could have picked up.
That's what I'm saying. Like, at a break point, could you have?
Oh yeah, no problem. You ran up, you picked it up, and you bring it back. Okay, so Eurydice, you head out ahead of time. You get to the spot, and you notice that it is kind of an open area, kind of in the middle of several houses, and there are quite a few that are 2-story, almost even 3-story structures that are near it.
By the way.
And there's, a bunch of different little pathways here and there that lead into or out of it. It's not like in in an alleyway, but it is not like on a main street. It's kind of like tucked away in between where there's a bunch of houses. It's a decent amount of space, but you're pretty sure that late at night people would be, asleep in their beds. Nobody's probably walking around here at that time.
Got it. Eurydice is going to use one of her Misty Step spells and get to the a roof and hide out.
Okay. So you are going to hide out on a roof. Gotcha.
And I'm stealthing to make sure no one sees me.
Okay. So go ahead and roll your stealth.
15.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so let me get that. Alright. So what about the rest of you? Like, as Eurydice heads out, it's not too much longer, and then Rhogar, it is time for you to head out in order to make this meeting. Is anyone else going to go with him, or are you going to let him go by himself? I mean, how do you want to do
Diana,
that?
if he came back to the hotel before he heads out, Diana's gonna look at him and go, I can go to keep an eye on things. I mean, I doubt they're gonna... I can literally turn into a fox. I can just hide and keep an ear out. If you want me to. So Eurydice is her God knows what jumpy thing.
Well,
I doubt you want me coming along. I'm fairly large.
you might stand out.
But I'm tiny and fluffy.
I guess since you are tiny and fluffy, if I do get into danger, you could get away to alert the others.
Yeah.
I could just wait down the road.
Yeah, you could wait down the road, just so that we're not far enough from each other.
Yeah, because I could probably hear you shout from down the road.
Yeah. Do I know Thunderous? No, I don't have Thunderous prepared today. And I guess, Jacob, you should wait with them as well.
Now, I will say, I get their path members, but the point of this is to get information, so try to not kill them instantaneously.
So the
I
plan is
only plan to do unarmed strikes.
Well, once we have the information, I don't give a fuck.
I was just gonna plan on joining them for temporary. I don't know how this joining process works. I figured
That's the issue.
Yeah, if something doesn't feel right, I'm sure my
Something I'm worried about is you've already fought other members with us. And if you do get approved and then you get there and the person we let get away recognizes you.
I'll face palm real quick and I didn't want to do this, but he'll begin to take off his armor and he'll pull out his disguise kit.
Okay.
Eurydice's putting up on that roof, and then she suddenly rethinks her plan, and she goes back down, like, climbs down the roof, and, like, gets out of the alleyway so she's not standing there for, like, 30 minutes waiting for everyone. And she's waiting for Rhogar to show up so she can go in with him. So it's like she's trying to join the path as well.
Yeah, I technically did say that I did have some friends that I knew of.
Yeah, you did.
And they would love to have another informant.
Yeah,
so
we're both sneaky.
Alright, I'm just saying, like, we did let somebody get away. They might recognize you.
Well, I'm pretty good at disguising myself, so...
And Eurydice?
You could wear my hood.
I'm very good off that.
I already know Eurydice exists, so why would she hide?
Yeah, and Eurydice is nowhere near me, and she'll be okay.
We know how to beat them.
Yeah, I have my darkness. So yeah, well, should I remove my armor then? I am a easy target without it.
Totally up to you.
Oh wait a second, no. I might wear my armor. Last time I didn't wear my armor.
I know how to disguise armor.
I don't want to be touched again.
No, but I can disguise your armor without you wearing it.
What?
Huh? You can disguise my armor without me wearing it?
To alter how it looks so it doesn't look like somebody from Paylor.
Oh, I could easily do that. My disguise kit, I could put like a little cloth right over the symbol that's burned into it. Oh wait, actually no, they know that I'm a person from Paylor.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'll be okay.
Features.
Yeah, I'll use my disguise kit and give me some. I already have long hair. Oh God. I'll give him some. Yeah, they'll put a wig on.
Short hair.
Yes, a little bob, blonde.
Nice.
Alright, while he's doing that, Diana is going to put her stuff away. And then she will shift into her fox form. And she's just gonna look at Jacob and then down at her stuff and then back at Jacob.
Okay.
Don't you have the capability of magically taking all your stuff with you?
Oh, she took her clothes with her. It's more so her clothes can shift with her.
Yeah.
Really big items can't.
Yeah. We'll pick up the whip,
Most of her stuff is in her bag of holding, so really the only things you're grabbing is her harp and her bag of holding and her loot.
There you go. All right.
What Zeroth was it?
I don't know his name this whole entire time.
He's talking to you.
My bad. I didn't hear anything.
Yes, he's.
So, Zeroth, was it?
Yes.
I guess that means you and I are a team in this.
All right. You want to help me quarter up this meat?
What now? I mean, if I can, I will.
No. We're gonna be waiting down the way.
Right?
Cool.
Alrighty.
So do you guys head
Diana's
out
gonna
there?
look at Rhogar and just kind of. Part of her doesn't want to walk the entire way, but at the same time, she also doesn't know where the fuck she's going.
He ain't gonna pick you up.
They can't magically appears. If you sit perfectly on my shoulder and you don't actually like come in contact with my actual like physical being, you can ride on my shoulder.
She cannot guarantee that, only because floof.
Oh god. Oh wait, I know. I will concentrate on having my mage hand protect my flesh.
That word. Also,
Oh wait, no, you're an animal. No, you're fine.
like she was literally just gonna ride on your shoulders like a scarf
Yeah, no, you're fine.
until
Yeah,
we get
yeah.
close enough, and then she's gonna jump down and wander off.
Yeah, no, you're fine. You're fine. People can't touch me. Animals, he's cool with. He pets animals. He doesn't trust me.
After that, I don't know, because I'm tired and hungry.
Okay.
Jesus. Let me jump to Tailspire.
So-
I can see. Oh wait, did you want me to roll for the disguise kit?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Should you know what? I have a +7. This seems a little ridiculous, but you know what? I'll go ahead and use my advantage.
Okay. So using your advantage. All right, and this one is yours.
Yep.
First, Jason,
Say again.
in the chat,
Huh? What?
Discord.
Oh, Discord. So
Yeah, I know. I already answered. That's what I said.
Yeah, and then wait, is the disguise kit a charisma based thing?
No, that is actually a. I will actually give you your choice of wisdom or. Yeah, no, actually it would be wisdom because it's knowing how to, knowing how to put it on properly. It's not really an intelligence thing. It's more of kind of a, intuition, how to best do this.
So 13, because at first I had it for charisma. 13 plus 4 is 17
Okay,
with my advantage.
all right. So,
Yeah, I rolled a 3 at first.
all right.
Whew.
So do you guys all head out now to this meeting area with your plan for Jacob and Zara to hang back and Diana to be in a fox form and Eurydice to also kind of be there with Rhogar?
Yeah,
I
Okay.
thought Zeroth was gonna stay just down the road.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You and Jacob are hanging back down the road.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Worst
So-
case scenario,
Okay. So for all of you that are in Tailspire right now, so
mine had to.
here we go. No problem. Here's the nice new trick. Summon players to the board. I don't. And then
Wait 10 minutes for it to load in.
yes. You're still loading. All right.
I can see it because I'm on the Twitch.
Ooh.
Yeah, I figured it's since mine has to update, I'll just watch the Twitch.
Alright.
Oh my god. Nope, it just finished updating.
Alright.
Oh, it's so
Just waiting for people to be in so I can make sure I get everyone who is loaded in to summon them
Why
over
am
to
I
the...
up there twice?
Oh, there we go.
You're just in there once.
No, I'm up here twice.
Alright, begin.
Because, why not?
Play.
I'm the little gremlin archer, and I'm also me.
Okay.
You're a gremlin archer.
We'll figure all that out later.
Alright, I'm loading in.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything though.
Alright, there's one more. And Diana, are you loaded in?
We're on the stream, so we have it pulled up.
Okay. Alright, so this is
Where's your red supposed to be?
right here.
No, I put her down on the ground, and she was waiting for.
Ah, that's why there's two of you, because I put another one of you in here. There.
No, but like I've got a character over, like way over here.
Ah,
Hey, I think there's one off in the distance.
okay,
Yep,
put it
right
put,
here.
put it down.
Come on, will this thing load in?
There. Okay, so you guys are right here. And Rhogar, you know that this area right there is the area that you are supposed to meet based on the riddle. And you can actually see you are right here. And you can actually, as you kind of come around here, you can see down here, that is the guy that you met at that tavern and had a conversation with. And he was the one who handed you the riddle and said, hey, if you want to be a part of us, you know, here's your first test.
Boy.
And he sees you coming, and he steps out this way. And as he does, he drags along a little kobold with him. And
I have to capture it.
he throws the, kind of pushes the kobold out in front and says, I see you made it. So, here's your test. This wretch has been giving up our secrets.
Don't kill the kobold!
Take him out for us. And make it entertaining.
Yeah, if he's knowing secrets, that means he knows information.
And make it entertaining. And that is where we are going to end for tonight.
Can he see Eurydice?
Not quite. You're kind of behind Rhogar in the corner. But we will deal with that next week in our next week's episode, where we will have our 2 giveaways next week. A normal one and then our grand prize giveaway. We hope you guys have enjoyed tonight. We hope you will show up next week for those giveaways and stick with us for following episodes and stuff. We enjoyed having you guys with us, and hopefully we all had fun. I know I did. So we will see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.